took a gamble on this unit, paid $9,000. I still don't know what's in these boxes.
There's nothing like the excitement one can get when opening an unknown box, right? What if instead of only a box, it's an abandoned storage room full of things? The anticipation will surely be increased a ton, especially if people pay to see what's inside, or at least that's what the producers of Storage Wars thought in 2010 when the show first aired on A&E. They certainly went wrong, as the show was watched by several million people during its first season, and the audience continued to steadily increase. Knowing that, it's not a wonder why the show remained on air for almost a decade. However, fans of Storage Wars were surprised when the show didn't return after the end of its 12th season, and no one explained why. Fortunately, we know the answers to those questions, so take a seat as we tell you the reason why Storage Wars apparently ended, and for the check we ran on what the buyers and auctioneers are doing now. But before that, do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, make sure to watch the whole video, like, comment a hidden keyword, and subscribe for your chance to enter. It's that easy. After achieving worldwide success and becoming one of the top A&E shows, 30th of January 2019 marked the day of the final episode of the 12th season of Storage Wars aired. While at the time, the network hadn't made an official announcement regarding the subject, the show's long hiatus surely spoke for itself, and as expected, fans either requested another season or lost their hopes of seeing its return. While some of the cast members hadn't wanted to talk about Storage Wars and what is in store for the future series, during an interview with the website TV Shows Ace 2020, Renee and Casey Najoda touched on the subject by saying that A&E had moved on from the show. The hopes of watching a 13th season of Storage Wars are still alive though, as the Najoda couple also admitted. The network invited them to appear in a show renewal from a remote location, fitting to the COVID-19 restrictions in 2020, which is an offer they rejected as it didn't fit their expectations. Even if that answer left a lot to the imagination, it's safe to conclude that the network stopped the show's productions for a while to concentrate on other series. While it was also speculated that there are other reasons why the show didn't return to TV for so long, such as problems between the cast or an audience target change. In early 2021, the network announced that the 13th season of the series would premiere in April that year. That surely made fans of the series very happy, despite the obvious absence of some of the old buyers. When a TV series achieves a certain degree of success, it's expected that its network would try to expand it to other fields. That's why it's usual to find out that reality stars are often endorsed by brands, attract juicy advertising contracts, and even release merchandise branded by their shows. However, what truly seems to be the highest degree of accomplishment for a TV series is when it gets spin-offs. That's exactly what happened to Storage Wars, when its producers obviously noticed that the show had several million viewers per season and wanted to juice out that success as much as they could. The first one of these spin-offs was Storage Wars Texas, followed by others of the same format, based in other states or cities, such as New York and Miami. As well, the original series star, Barry Weiss, got his own show, Buried Treasure, which preceded Married to the Job, starring Jared Schultz and Brandy Passant. Unfortunately, none of these shows worked out in the end, and most were cancelled after only one season due to low audience ratings. While that's surprising, considering the positive reception Storage Wars always had, its failure to become a big series franchise could also be one of the possible reasons A&E took a break from producing the show. Television productions are often accused of devious ways. While those claims are usually damaging, when it comes to reality series, they can get away with a lot of undertakings, including accusations of being fake or staged. In Storage Wars' case, the backlash it faced went beyond a simple claim of being a scripted show, as it involved fraud and a big media scandal. The legal fight happened in 2012 when the then recently fired buyer Dave Hester filed a lawsuit against the producers of Storage Wars for allegedly deceiving the public and illegally terminating his contract. He claimed that the show's staff not only scripted the cast members' dialogues, but also strategically placed items so certain buyers could gain an advantage over the other bidders. Although at first, A&E denied Hester's words to be true, one of the show's executive producers, Tom Beers, eventually admitted that some items were placed from one storage room to others in order to make the show more entertaining. Although in the end, Hester's claims against the show for alleged unethical practices was dismissed in court. His wrongful firing claims were apparently going somewhere by late 2013. Unfortunately, not a lot is known about what happened to his lawsuit, as he and A&E seemed to come to a private agreement, and he eventually rejoined the show the following season. Nonetheless, the scandal surely affected the reputation of a show that prior to it claimed was 100% real. They're well remembered for being the show's main auctioneers of Storage Wars. Dan and Laura had to leave the show in the 10th season because of budget cuts made by the network. Fans of the series didn't easily forget them. Dan and Laura are also well known for being the owners of the California-based auction company American Auctioneers, and following the words of the Storage Wars producers Tom Weir, they inspired him to create the show. While their business has been going on strong for over 3 decades, the couple has gone through some difficulties related to Dan's health. In 2014, he had to undergo surgery to repair the damage of a double aneurysm he suffered at home. While Dan overcame the episode and is in good health nowadays, it was a hard experience that he wouldn't have survived if it wasn't for Laura's first aid assistance at the time. When it comes to their television career, the couple hasn't been very active. Although not appearing in Storage Wars for some time, they've still contributed to the show as consultants. In 2020, Dan and Laura appeared in an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills during a charity gala, which is unsurprising as the Dodsons do philanthropic labor work quite often. Luckily for fans of the couple, Dan and Laura will return to Storage Wars in its 13th season. Emily Weirs joined Storage Wars after the exit of the Dodsons, and despite her young age, Emily clearly had enough knowledge and experience to manage the biddings well. Coming from a family of auctioneers, Weirs grew up learning everything about the business and took part in her family company Weirs Auctioneering from a young age. Unknown to many people, Weir's debut on TV was actually in 2012 in Animal Planet's Money Barn, which eventually led her to appearing in Storage Wars in 2017. Nowadays, Weirs is quite happy managing Weirs Auctioneering West in Wyoming and her fashion brand Western Wears. In 2017, she married rancher Cody Kroll, with whom she welcomed her first daughter Millie Rose in 2019. Many remember Dave Hester not only for his infamous lawsuit against the Storage Wars producers, but for his eccentric and somewhat ill-mannered personality. As already mentioned, Hester was fired from the show prior to the 4th season due to his unconformity with how the producers managed the series, which unleashed a legal battle that ultimately led to an undisclosed agreement, and Hester's return to the show until the 12th season, when he went on to found his own auctioneering company. In 2018, Hester's life was put at severe risk when he suffered a stroke caused by high pressure and sleep apnea. Although he had to undergo long therapy to recover his previous lifestyle and physical abilities, his health is fortunately better nowadays. Daryl Sheets was definitely one of the most well-known bidders and buyers in Storage Wars. For his part, his son Brandon was introduced into the show as his father's helper, and later on his skills improved so much that he even appeared to bid by himself. On Daryl's part, big changes have happened in his life in recent years. After his divorce from Kimber Wayful in 2016, Daryl underwent a severe physical change by losing weight and adapting to a seemingly healthy lifestyle. He was apparently in good health until 2019, when he suffered a heart attack, which led him to reveal that he had been having problems with his lungs. Nowadays, Daryl's health has fortunately improved to the point that he left his retirement in Havasu to appear in Storage Wars' 13th season. Regarding Brandon Sheets, he didn't appear in the show after the 10th season and won't appear in its renewal. However, now he seems to be quite content with being a real estate agent in Arizona. Jared Schultz and Brandy Basant were definitely somewhat too normal of a couple when they appeared in Storage Wars, but it seems things in real life weren't as blissful or funny for Jared and Brandy as made out on TV. In early 2020, Basant revealed that she and Schultz had ended their years-long relationship in 2018. Although they weren't married and didn't have to go through divorce proceedings, she described the post-separation feeling as being dead inside, though that's something she's been overcoming thanks to therapy. Recently, she has been struggling with her health after testing positive for COVID-19, from which she fortunately recovered by the end of 2020. Schultz nowadays manages his own bar and is apparently in a stable relationship with Rochelle Beckman. Although he doesn't reveal a lot about his personal life, his and her fans consider themselves lucky because the former couple is on board for the Storage Wars renewal. He appeared in the 3rd season in Storage Wars as a guest star, but his attitude and work ethic led Ivy Calvin to become a main buyer by the 5th season. He also became a fan favorite until the series' prolonged hiatus in 2019. Calvin's career in the bidding world started in the late 1990s and went so well for him that he opened his own California-based store, Grandma's Attic, in 2009, which has been thriving for years, despite Storage Wars momentarily ceasing production. Luckily for his fans, Calvin and his sons will appear in the show's 2021 revival. After years of being a guest or a recurring cast member, Kenny Crossley finally became a main buyer in Storage Wars in the 10th season. His affable personality is the reason Crossley is well liked by fans of the series, though what most people don't know is that he's more than just a bidder. In fact, he has several side careers such as a music producer, podcaster, Uber driver, YouTuber, and social media influencer. Although his real life is just as interesting as what he does on TV, fans of Crossley can be surely happy to know that he will take part in Storage Wars 13th season. Renee Najoda and Casey Lloyd are still active in the bidding world. However, they didn't say goodbye to the cameras during the Storage Wars hiatus, and have recently become YouTube content creators as well. While their business hasn't stopped thriving, in early 2020, Casey and Renee's names were in the headlines when they found a load of items belonging to the deceased basketball legend Kobe Bryant in an abandoned storage unit. Although the room was apparently abandoned by one of Bryant's stylists, the couple returned the various and collectible items to his family. Renee and Casey will return to Storage Wars in a 2021 revival, and along with their fellow cast members, they will surely bring joy to their fans in the US and around the world, who have been waiting for so long to see another season of the well-liked series.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.